It's here. It's finally time. The time we all dream about. November is here. With it comes unlimited possibilities. It's no longer about what day to hunt, it's about the hours in the stand. The unpredictability of this time of year is what we all think about the whole season. At any point, the buck you are after could be looking for a doe on his feet any time of the day. This is my father's first time ever trying to hunt deer at this time of year. With his crossbow in hand, he has a buck working near him, and I try to coach him through it from the house. And now you just gotta wait. Now you just gotta wait and see if he comes towards you or if he moves at all. But after a grunt like that, he might not move at all for a couple minutes. He might just be staring where that grunt came from, and he's trying to figure out if he's gonna come over or not.
It'd be cool if they started fighting or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
Alright, I'm gonna just sit here and stare.
Yep. If he starts moving away, give him a long grunt like that and then snort wheeze, and then from there you just gotta let him go so you don't spook him, or he'll be coming into you.
Okay. Alright.
Good luck.
Yeah, bye.
God, Dad. Every time I've sat with him, we haven't really had a chance, and every time he sat alone, he's had a good buck and an opportunity, but just never lined up perfectly. And right now he called me earlier. He had just climbed into a stand and there were two deer laying behind him. And I was like, well, just let them sit. Like, if they're laying down, you're in the game. If they get up, you can then start making decisions. And apparently they got up and they were both bucks. One really good one and one he thinks might be a spike. And they started moving, so he called me back, and I was like, all right, let a grunt out right at him. Let two of them out and see what happens. We bought Dad a crossbow this year, and he's never hunted this time of year, ever. He's never hunted when the bucks are aggressive like this. He's only ever hunted that Thanksgiving week of rifle season, and it's growing up brown, it's down, and, even trigger happy now, just like, whatever makes you happy. I say it all the time. If you want to shoot little bucks, shoot them. I don't care, But we got him this crossbow, and we've had a pretty good buck. Well, actually, three of them coming through the property in daylight. And it's just like, man, if he could just get an opportunity on one of these. And at one point, one of the 8-pointers, here's a picture of him, was literally like under his stand, but he's in a box blind and he couldn't get the crossbow through the window. And by the time he had a shot, the deer was like in the brush, and then he was behind pine trees, and then he was 70 yards away, unclear shot, and he let him walk. And it's just like, oh, please just come together. Let him smoke this one. And where these deer are right now, if they just come straight north or, kind of towards him and then go north, they'll be in his 20-yard shooting lane. Oh, I hope to get a call here in the next 20 minutes of just like, it happened, but he's shaking now. The calls are working, seeing the deer. It's so fun. It's so fun to hear and see the excitement in someone's voice and face, and fingers crossed. This is going to be a weird episode if he kills it, but this is how it's going to be. Like, that was the phone call, trying to walk him through it. He's never done this before. So anyway, I'm just going to sit here. Following days and weeks, all of my sits are misses. I continue to search for suitable public land, as well as pick my days to sit with Dad and film. But nothing seems to be producing
over
deer.
That log, and it's log after log, and then there's tons of this. There's a ton of this vine stuff laying around on the ground that just grabs your legs and tries to trip you. Like, this is, I don't want to seem like a weak or lazy hunter, but I'd be lying to you if I wasn't. Like, I'm a self-admitted fairly lazy hunter, but this is too much. We have our cell link hooked up to our camera here, and I got a scrape there. There were some rubs back there, and they jumped the fence right there. We've noticed that before, so here's to hoping we can now catch some deer moving across this side and some deer coming from the other side. Hunting where I hunt, you don't get a lot of spots like this where you can just see the countryside. Beautiful Wisconsin. All right. Well, this evening is a bust, ladies and gentlemen. I've walked over a mile back in here. I mean, look at behind me. Look at that. There's not even deer tracks in here. I've only saw one fresh set of tracks, and it was running. Another deer.
It's not until the final weekend before rifle season I actually encounter a deer. I had been putting in full day sits, still walking, hours of scouting, and using every bit of trail camera info I could get. I do not see more than 5 deer in 3 weeks of hunting. But here, on the final weekend, I get my camera on a deer, as well as a buck in range.
I don't want to give up yet, but this wind is too much. I can't handle it any longer. Can't take it in the face anymore.
All right, I pushed back in. Probably only another 60 yards. I didn't go another 100. I set up on a really long opening that goes north and south in here. It plays with my wind pretty well, and gives me a lot more opportunity than last night.
Good buck, good buck, good buck.
Though he did not give me much time. I'd been cutting it real close. You guys don't know how much excitement that brings me, man. That little buck just brought me so much excitement that I've been missing for weeks now. Just nothing, no matter what I do. To finally have a deer not spook, not run, not go crazy. Just walk through.
That's it. Our 2020 bow season is a wrap. As much work we put in, it's already over. March feels like yesterday. All of these months ticked by so fast as we anticipated November. And like I said at the beginning, this was the most roller coaster of a year that I could possibly imagine. But with bow season behind us, it's time for the most anticipated time of the year here in Wisconsin. The 9-day gun hunt. I take someone on their first rifle hunt. We get a lot of close calls. And it's all to come on the next episode of The Debrief.